what's up, my fast builders? So, a couple things. One, there's a reason why you don't see Orb, and it's Mortis. It also means the Cubs won. And they only need 2 more wins, what they should have had already, to get the home field advantage for the wild card. But, I'm going to move that out of the way. But, because they lost 5 straight and got swept to the Reds, which would have been Orb's series, instead she gets skipped, and we go straight to Mortis again. Anyway, another thing that happened over those 5 days is, probably a good reason too, because my voice would probably not come up very well in the video, because I had COVID during those 5 games losing streak. Yeah. So this is weird. So I get over COVID, and the Cubs win. I catch COVID, the Cubs go on a 5-game losing streak. I recover, and they win. Same thing happened with the Aces, apparently. That series is tied up at 1. So I'm going to bring in Crystal now. Woo! Yay! Cubs win! And God, you're feeling better fast. That's very true, Crystal. I believe I am 100% recovered. I might just have a little long COVID, but I'm feeling better. Obviously, you guys can't tell if I'm better or not because I got no control. I was way congested. But anyway, here we go.
The Mets pulled off their most dramatic win of the year last night. At one point, down 5 runs, they came back to beat the Cubs 9-7.
You got 3 teams: New York, Cincinnati, Arizona, all basically fighting for the 1 spot. Matthew Boyd.
So the last 10
Wait, hold
starts
on.
have been
We're going back to those standings.
And you have to wonder about fatigue.
New York.
We're going to go back to these standings here. 1 at Chicago. That does not include tonight. Looking at those standings. Wow. It's actually 4 teams. It's actually the Cardinals. I think that if they lost today, I think they're eliminated. But I can pull that up real quick. But Cardinals are not making the wild card anyway. So I think it's down to 4 teams, not just 3.
Cincinnati, Arizona, all basically fighting for the 1 spot. Matthew Boyd.
So the last 10 starts have been kind of a bit of a struggle for him, and you have to wonder about fatigue because he's at a career high in innings pitched.
So Matthew Boyd's retired the first 2, and now Alonso, and he's on a 9-game hitting streak. Now the 0-2, swing and a miss.
Swing and a miss. Struck out Pete Alonso.
Matthew Boyd, no score at the end of a half inning. Cubs coming up.
Jonah Tong, his biggest start in a very, very young career.
His debut was great. His next 2 starts, not so great, but he really bounced back in that last start against San Diego.
Facing Michael Busch, left-hand batter.
This ball to the gap. That one is
That's going to be a base hit.
It's heading to the eye.
That's going to be 2.
Michael Busch with 22 doubles pulls into second.
Puts the
He's
runner
standing
in
up.
position to start in the bottom of the first here against Jonah Tong. Now brings up a guy who's looking for a batting title, Nico Horner.
Boy, that was close, man. K-Zone loved it. Horner gets the
That was a strike.
Ball 4. He's
Ball
walking.
4.
And so now the Cubs have runners at first and second, nobody out. Tong did not walk a batter in that last start that he made.
Well, he and Happ trying to put a crooked number up for the Cubs here in the first and set the tone.
Payoff pitch on the way. Swung at him. Missed strike 3. Got him with a changeup, and that is a potentially huge strikeout. So 1 out. And Moises Ballesteros Similarly inexperienced to Jonah Tong will be the batter.
Back up the middle, and
A
it's
base
through
hit.
field. Turns hard.
They're gonna bring him home. Yes, they caught him safe.
The Cubs have a 1-0
Yeah.
lead. This survives a potential challenge.
Oh, they're
I think
challenging.
the Mets do want to challenge this, and we'll see.
This would be
Safe.
a great welcome back for Tyrone Taylor. If immediately he fires a throw to home,
Safe.
that leads to an out.
After review, the call on the field is overturned.
That's bullshit.
Call overturned, runner is out.
So welcome back,
Bullshit!
Tyrone Taylor. Bouncing ball to third, picked by Vientos, runs to the bag, touches up, force play, side retire.
You tell him,
and
Crystal.
Jacob Tong with a huge assist from the center fielder, Tyrone Taylor, gets out of a rocky first inning unscathed.
So Tong, so far, has settled in after what was first and second, nobody out in the first inning. Since then, Tong's retired 4 in a row. McNeil up and can't make the catch.
That's a base
Tong's
hit.
behind him into shallow right. It's a base hit the other way from Matt Shaw.
And that's gonna be ball 4.
First and second now, nobody out. So just like where he was in the first inning, a little trouble for Tong right here.
Elite numbers, runners in scoring position.
Base hit. Not enough to score.
And
The bases will be loaded.
So Tong in a sticky situation.
The reason why it's not marquee is because it was on ESPN tonight.
Scoreless game, bottom 3.
so it's Ian Happ.
Hit hard toward first, fair ball. Down.
That's gonna score 2.
So this will score 2. Shaw's in, pushes in, corner going to third, Happ into second with a 2-run double. Throw coming in late from Soto in right field. Ian Happ sends one right down the first base line, nearly a long
Yeah, he did.
shot. And the Cubs in the third inning have a 2-0 lead. And the batter now, the young Moises Ballesteros, lefty. Nobody out. Third inning, 2-0 Cubs. Chopper hit left side, past the diving Vientos.
That's through. 1 run will score at least.
Gets to third. It's a single and an RBI for Moises Ballesteros. 3-0 Cubs.
Ballesteros,
Bottom
that's how
three.
it's pronounced.
And still nobody out. Ballesteros now 2 for 2. So Tong has given up 4 hits and a walk. Hit hard down the left field line.
That's a hit. Run will score.
Bring in Happ. Ballesteros gets to third. Suzuki into second with a double. 4-0 Chicago in the bottom of the third. And that's it. Carlos Mendoza.
Where was this the last 5 games, Cubs?
Tong had it and then didn't in this third inning. He leaves without retiring a batter. Lefty Richard Lovelady in his second outing back from getting recalled from AAA Syracuse.
Well, he gets the strikeout of Kelly.
So that's again the first out of the inning. 4-0 Chicago. And that'll bring up Pete Crow Armstrong. High fly to right. Soto moving over toward the line. Stops.
That's gonna be a sack fly.
Comes by Estero. Here comes the throw. He slides in. The tag is late. Suzuki goes to third. Sack fly for Pete Crow Armstrong, and it's 5-0 Chicago in the third. Swing and a miss. Lovelady strikes out Swanson. They score 5 times against.
Oh yes, former Cubs superstar Richard Lovelady.
Led off last inning with a base hit to right.
The 1-1 is launched. Deep left center field.
That gonna be
This one is
gone?
on the way.
It is gone!
Matt Shaw. Richard Lovelady with a second row over the ivy in left center field.
Round him.
A leadoff solo home run in the top of the fourth, the bottom of the fourth.
Crystal's so excited she fell over.
Like a hanging breaking ball, and Shaw hit it out for his 13th home run of the year.
Top of the
Vientos will step to the plate, right-handed batter against Matthew Boyd, who's not allowed a hit through the first 4 innings.
Ripped towards third, under the glove.
And that's a hit.
Shaw tried to pick it or ole it, depending on your point of imagination. And it goes into left field, and that should be the Mets' first hit of the game. And so Vientos aboard with a leadoff single, and that'll bring up Brandon Nimmo.
Swing and a miss.
He went up top with a changeup to pick up another strikeout.
So 1 away, and Alvarez will be the batter. Hit deep to left field. This ball
That's
looks
gone.
like it's on the way. Back near the wall. He's done it again. Francisco Alvarez jumps on a changeup and launches it several rows back into the bleachers and left field. Alvarez, his 11th home run of the year, gets the Mets on the board, and the Cubs lead is cut to 6-2. So Clay Holmes on in relief, 2 men away, and Pete Crow Armstrong will be next. Swinging a chopper towards third. Vientos backs up, backhands, throws low to first.
That's an error. That's an error. Run will score on an error. He'll throw it away.
And the Cubs have a 7-2 lead.
He's got a strong arm, but he rushes it and misses low, and Pete can't pick this one out. And so a run scores, and it continues. It's an E5 all the way.
In the dirt.
Wow, pitch.
Alvarez goes to the backstop. Throw Armstrong to third.
Oh, he's coming home. He's safe.
Armstrong all the way around from second base.
Does that count as a?
Went to the backstop.
That's a steal.
Alvarez's glove.
PCA still home.
Armstrong seen that.
Night, night.
Holmes to the plate, beat him.
Matthew Boyd has gone the distance. He's allowed only 3 hits in the game.
And a little check swing, excuse me, that's an out from Soto. Boyd has him off balance. 0 for 3 for Juan.
Craig Counsell will.
Craig,
lift him
why
out.
you
This
not let
might
him get
be
the quality
end of the night for
star?
Matthew Boyd, he pitched another good game. Excellent game, in fact.
Good to see this guy on the mound. Daniel Palencia reinstated for the Cubs from the 15-day.
This is where I came in, by the way.
Out number 3. Valencia strikes out Marte. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Cubs 8, Mets 2.
Pirates hang on and get a win over the Reds.
Sean Manaea, Clay Holmes have piggybacked each other a couple of times this year as starter and reliever. Tonight they're doing that as reliever and reliever.
And line one into left field, a base hit.
That's going to be a base hit.
3 with a couple of singles sandwiched around a home run. That's a good night, Ron.
We'll go back to the top of the order. And Michael Busch.
Will launch one.
Michael Busch, a 2-run home run.
Raise the roof.
7-2. Hanging breaking ball, and he didn't miss it.
Quiet night. Boyd did a good job against Lindor, Soto, and Alonso.
And Soto launches it in
That's
the air to
gone.
deep left center. Throw Armstrong back. It is gone. A home run for Juan Soto, number 43 on the year for Soto. And that cuts the Cubs lead to 10-3. It's 105 runs batted in now. 2 men away.
1 out away.
Swinging a ground ball wide of third, picked up by Shaw, throws to first in time.
And that's how the Cubs will win it today.
The Cubs have evened up this series at a game apiece. It's the final score, the Chicago Cubs 10, New York Mets 3.
And that is it. So, yes, you got a little Go Cubs go in the background. But I will hope to see you tomorrow to make it 1 game to clinch home advantage. So, until the next video, I will say, wait, hold on. I need to win 2 more games in 4 games. It's possible. That's a 50% chance they can do it. And now I say peace out. And I'll say peace out too. Until the next video, viewers. And I will hopefully see you in the playoffs. Yes, you probably will. If they win, of course. Peace out.